Hello, everyone. Hello, Froggo. Hello, Phoebe, and hello, Mary. I hope you're all having a great day so far. Um, Once again, I have a cat purring on my chest, and it's making it difficult to do this. Hello. Yeah, you should all be out of the ads, I believe. But yeah. Anyway, welcome to The Last Door. For everyone who missed the other episodes, there will be a recap in the game. There has been so far. It's usually pretty good. I can fill in the blanks. Uh, but yeah, I hope you all had a great one day. I hope you all had a wonderful Monday. Hello, hello, Honky. Yeah, she's a handful. Uh, anyway, I'm glad you're all able to be here. Forget anything? You all right. Ah, frick. Hold on. All right. Sorry. I should have done this during the commercial stuff. There. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, like I said, I hope you're all having a great day so far. I hope your Monday went well. Uh, I don't really have anything else to say. Let's get started. Well, actually, one thing I meant to post this. I meant to post the polls earlier, but I am in the process of planning the community day for 200 followers. So keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna try to schedule it when the most people can be there. So if you would like to participate in that, keep an eye out for that. Anyway, let's get started. The Last Door, Season 2, Collector's Edition. Last time we completed episode 1, and it was a lot longer than the Season 1 episode, so I am so excited. I might, like, I really want to try to get through the rest of it tonight, but I don't know if I'll be able to. So the playwright done. We're gonna move on to episode 2. Previously on The Last Door. Wakefield and Kaufman followed the only clue they had on Devitt's location, recipient of Anthony's disturbing letter, Alexandre Dupre. Wakefield visited the East Hill Asylum to gather some information on Dupre's past. Wakefield discovered that Dupre was a leader of a secret society known as the Playwright. He learned that they practiced rituals with the goal of peering through the veil, the line that separates the common world from an outer void full of horrors. One of East Hill's patients turned out to be a member of the Playwright, but she escaped the asylum. Wakefield and Kaufman followed her to her hideout, a cabin in the mountains, when suddenly a big flock of birds appeared. So, season 1 was all about, playing as Devitt, and you were, like, figuring out your past, and at the end, you opened the last door. We are now trying to find Devitt. I must forget nothing. Everything must be set. Doing with that rope. Oh. When the time comes. And I am visited again. Did he just cave in that place, but like on himself? The Game Kitchen presents. Ow, 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 Poppy, ow. Lana's hurt, Poppy. Oopsie daisy. I'm excited to find out what happened with that lady who locked herself in the cabin. For a moment, the sky was dark. We heard the calls of 1,000 birds, but another sound rose above them. Sound I cannot describe. What? Dot, dot, dot. What just happened in here? Where's Miss Cone? We are too late. Oh, I'm playing now. It is ashes. Dot, dot, dot. Oh. Chalk, a circle drawn hastily on the floor. She thought it could prevent what she knew was about to happen, but she was wrong. This guy's like a paranormal investigator, so he's in the know. The windows are covered with wooden planks. It looks as if she were trying to keep someone from entering, or something from getting out. I don't know what to make of all this. I do. The fucking Zachary Wakefield over here. That is Kaufman, the one with the red voice. Wakefield's the other one. Oh look, tea. Are you alright, Kaufman? There's nothing, mein Freund. Just a bit of a cold. Does he know? Just referencing called some... Ooh, tea. Now, mein Freund. I think we should talk. In light of the events we have recently witnessed, the matter cannot be delayed any further. Must make an important decision. It is not yet too late to go back to our daily lives. If you do not want to continue, you must forget all about your patient Jeremiah Devitt. You will have to keep to yourself everything you have learned about the mystery of his disappearance and never talk about it again. But should you wish to continue this search, you will need to accept the consequences, whatever they may be. Please do not take this decision lightly. The path ahead is not without peril. You know my answer already, Kaufman. I must know what happened to Devitt. So be it, then. As you may have already realized, this matter involving your patient transcends the limits of psychiatry as we know it. You're not dealing with the effects of trauma or the demons of the subconscious. At least, not in the terms we are used to. Screw danger, I want the truth! You're dealing with something old. Something dark. A sinister truth that has been buried deep for generations. This man, Alexandre Dupre, and his organization, I think they seek to uncover these secrets, and I fear they might have already. Miss Cone's fate, whatever it was, must be related somehow, but my knowledge of this area is simply not sufficient. We must pay a visit to an old friend, someone I never thought I would want to see again. The man who introduced me to the extended scientific field of the occult. My mentor, Professor Adam Wright. Season 2, Episode 2, My Dearest Visitor. Alright, this is where it begins. This is gonna be another long one. Shoot. Shoot to you too, Phoebe. Had the right matter? The sound design is just so good. No doubt he is away at this time of day. Perhaps he cannot hear us from the front. Let us try the back door. This is Oakwood. She is the manor's housekeeper. Ace occultist Adam Wright? Yes? Who is it? Good morning, Mrs. Oakwood. Don't you remember me? Why, Dr. Kaufman! Bless my soul, it's been so long. I hardly recognize you. How nice to see you again. Allow me to introduce my colleague, Dr. John Wakefield. Is the professor at home? We would like to see him. Once again, this game is gorgeous. True, Phoebe, it's so good. Why, yes, Doctor, of course. I am quite forgetting myself. We take you to him. It is really good of you to come. He receives so few visitors these days on account of his condition. His condition? Oh, sir, I am right sorry. I thought you knew. Professor, he suffers from an ailment afflicting his brain. He is now entirely confined to his bed. Look, hi, Ruby. Let's see. Network, but I wish you a good stream. Just, I don't know if you can hear me, but... There. Alright. Another dude from Phoebe. Oh, it's that guy! You're right, you have visitors. One of them is your old friend. Look. Look, do you recognize him? It is Johann, Professor, your old pupil. I reckon he does remember you, Johann. It's been a long time since I have seen him so excited. I will leave you two to talk to the professor. It may be difficult to keep him on one subject for long, but oh, it does him such a world to go to speak with old friends. Should you need my assistance, I will be in the backyard. Professor? Uncle James, you are back. It is I, Professor, Johann Kaufman. Where's father? Where has he been taken? ... He suffers from some kind of memory loss. Yes, I'm afraid he will not tell us much in this state. Hey, Pecking Bird, how are you doing? If we could but stimulate his memories. Maybe then he could tell us of his research. Something to unravel the mystery of the playwright. Perhaps. We have a few other options in any case. Let us try. I believe I'm well. Yourself? I'm doing alright, I guess. I got a cat asleep on me, so that's making it hard to juggle everything, but I'll make it through. Why don't you explore the manor? There may be some object we can use to jog the professor's memory. Meanwhile, I will try to talk to him about the time we researched together. That could also help him remember. Professor Wright? Father, why must you spend so much time away? Or the cat is giving you power. Father. Cat is +3 to every stat. Why don't you try to find some object that the professor may have kept as a memento? Keep telling him about the years we spent researching together. I wonder, what if I had stayed? Professor Wright's gaze remains fixed on the window as though he were waiting for someone. The snow is falling outside, slow and silent. If it's still snowing, why was the maid out there digging the snow? A large wardrobe of engraved wood. Alright, game proper starts now. A lamp provides a soft glow that somehow lacks warmth. Painting of the ocean at the end of the afternoon. There is a figure in black on the beach, but its face is shrouded by a hood. Locked. The sign on the door reads, Attic. Master demands the yard be kept free of snow at all times. An engraving on paper. The script is from a language unknown to me. Engraving on paper? An oil painting. It shows an obscure medieval scene. An old stone tower is depicted in the painting. Thorn vines have slithered across the entrance, forming a swarming blockade that almost seems to come alive when stared at for too long. Check this door. It won't open. Oh, I found the bathroom. Cool. Though I see myself in the mirror, the reflection is strangely distorted. A large porcelain tub, its hefty weight supported on 4 blackened iron feet. Thin ring of damp residue around its interior suggests recent use. Common radiator. Thing in here. Oh, wait. There's something here. A gilded pipe. It runs from the floor to the ceiling. Who would gold plate their plumbing? Rich people, man. Portrait of Professor Wright. His appearance was quite different back then. An imposing, inquisitive figure. Then here. Let's continue looking around this first. Okay, this opened up a lot compared to the asylum. Almost too many places to go. Not to think of golden pipes one would think to want. Not the kind of golden pipes one would think to want. I mean, and oxygen not included, gold pipes are actually genuinely useful because gold has a very good conductiveness, so you can use them to like heat areas up by piping warm water through them or cool them down by piping cold water through them. Porcelain jar containing some dried branches. Let's check out this place. Let's take a look over here first. Ooh. Aren't gold pipes busted in Mario Party? They take you to the star. That sounds pretty busted, yeah. Professor Wright was an eclectic has an eclectic collection. Old adventure novels to treatises on the occult sciences. Some of these titles, I believe, have been forbidden by the crown. Okay, so maybe there's a few desirable gold pipes. The fire burns fiercely, rendering the air thick and heavy in the room. A globe. The surface is extraordinarily detailed, judging by the strange shape of the continents. This must derive from a fictional work or some prehistoric era. Oh, wait. Okay, that's definitely a puzzle. I can open that to get a thing. Ending of cliffs in this region. Here. Do not like that sound. Blocked. I can hear the racket of many birds on the other side. So it sounds like the professor has an apiary? No, aviary. Check out this area. Blocked? Yeah, I was gonna say apiary is for B. C landscape. A gilded pipe. It runs from the room at the end of the corridor to the room upstairs. Oh, I'm gonna have to pay attention to the pipe, aren't I? A gilded pipe. It runs from the ground to the corridor. Cast iron wood stove. Bread oven. Various ingredients. Glass jars filled with spices and pickled food. The door is locked shut. A small sign reads, basement. Okay, let's keep exploring. Okay, there's the lady. A thick layer of ice covers the pool of water. Go check. I think that was the front door out there. The first time you go through a door, you can't fast forward. fierce lion, damaged by the harsh weather of the coast. Its head is missing. Same thing otherwise. Thing over here. There's a strange ornament on the wall. I think I can move it. Oh, what that's about. Okay, so I can leave, but there's nowhere else I can go yet. I think the only thing left is to talk to the groundskeeper. May I ask you something, Miss Oakwood? Of course, Doctor. How did the professor become afflicted? The ailment runs in his family. Mr. Wright suffers from it, as did his father and grandmother before him. Truly a terrible thing. And to think, all these years Mr. Wright knew what would become of him. My God, have pity on his poor soul. What are the symptoms of this illness? The ailment that runs in Professor Wright's family. Do you know what its symptoms are? Well, I can't speak those very long words, physicians. But I can tell you what I've seen in him. Professor Wright hardly remembers a thing from the last 40 years. Like he's a child again. God's mercy, it has now gone so far that it torments him no longer. I must go. I will leave you to your work. Thank you for your assistance. Have a good day, Dr. Wakefield. Ooh, there's stuff over here. This oak tree looks ancient, probably older than the manor itself. Oh, this is that scene that we saw in the extras last time. Stiff tree almost seems like a statue itself. The statue portrays a peasant woman with her face hidden by a mask. Sage has removed his mask. There's an empty hole where his face should be. The central statue portrays a cloaked figure holding a clay vessel. The vessel has a small hole in it, just large enough to see a metal object hidden inside. The statue portrays a clergyman hiding his face behind a mask. The queen has removed her mask. There's an empty hole where her face should be. So that metal object is the first clue, I think. But in all the cold air, I see. Wait, these are electric lamps, and that's why they don't give off warmth, and that's why this guy doesn't know what they are, apparently. Okay, so I think... First things first. The only thing we can do is mess with this thing in the wall here. That it's a tower? That affect anything over here? Does not appear to have. Do you have anything to say? Nothing more. Go. Gosh, imagine being confused by electricity. What a time. Okay, Kaufman, you have anything to say? Nope. looking at? You're waiting for someone. Alright, I'm already stuck, and we haven't even found a single item yet. Is there anything in here I could take? Oh, this? A tin soldier. Looks to have been painted by hand. Commemorates some military campaign that I have not heard of. Could it hold some special significance to Professor Wright? Perhaps it will help stimulate his memory. Okay, we're making progress. Just show this to the professor. Do you recognize this, Professor Wright? Sergeant Downing was sent to the front. The man that returned was not Sergeant Downing. My dearest visitor. He will know where to look. Oh, what a time we will have. Your visitor? What do you mean, Professor? He will have seen the map, and he will know the Book of Travels. The Book of Travels? Yes, yes, he will work it out. But it must not be too easy, no. But he will find the prize, I am sure. Prize? What on earth is he talking about, Kaufman? Something concealed, something precious. His addled state, could he have hidden away parts of his research? He was always a proud man. He would not easily have forgotten his most groundbreaking work. A sense of its grave importance, at least, would have remained. In his confusion, perhaps he has holed it away somewhere for this dearest visitor of his to find. Why don't you explore the matter? Perhaps something will relate to these latest ramblings. Meanwhile, I will continue my endeavors to revive his memory through conversation. So, the map was obviously for the globe. Is there a book of travels on this? Oh, there's a large volume, quite worn. It is an illustrated edition of The Travels of Marco Polo. Perhaps this is the book of travels that Professor Wright mentioned? There's a mark on one of the pages. We began our journey by crossing the unforgiving desert, always facing the setting sun. At last we arrived at the merciful sight of the great ocean, followed the coast north in dear hope of reaching our home soon. It was not to be. The king of the land we traversed had declared war on the Great Khan, so we were forced to return as we had come. We never set foot in that bloody land again. We knew there was a port just a few miles to the south where we could find a boat. Our sea voyage was short, as our sails billowed with the powerful southern winds. We reached the most eastern cape and landed there. Our backs to the sea, we marched forth and soon reached home. So, desert. Follow the setting sun. Head north. Oh, okay, this is convenient. Uh, by crossing the unforgiving desert, always facing the setting sun, at last we arrived at the merciful side of the great ocean. We followed the coast north in dear hope of reaching our home soon. Return home. Also south where we could find a boat. Voyage was short. So this. Ah, fuck. That's not it, apparently. This is the desert, right? So, desert, setting sun is west. March north. south to a port, cross the ocean, make it home? Crossing the unforgiving desert, always facing the setting sun. Sight of the great ocean, we followed the coast north in dear hope of reaching our home. Not to be the king of the land we traversed. I think up all the way, then down the sea. Like up all the way, then down, then down, then the sea. I'll try that, Phoebe. Thank you. We have to do that from a fresh look. Maybe it was... There we go. I just had to go through the middle part again. It seems I have triggered a hidden mechanism. A small compartment has opened in the globe. You didn't return the way you came. There's a sealed letter inside. It is simply addressed to my dearest visitor. Kaufman needs to see this before it is opened. Yeah, what if from top you hit each on the way down? Oh, never mind. Alright. I suppose you got the stream delay. Thank you, Phoebe. It would be better to give this to Kaufman. Kaufman, look! I found an envelope. It was hidden inside a globe that a strange mechanism opened. To my dearest visitor, let us see what is inside. Exactly. This is another part of an intricate riddle. But to what purpose? To conceal something, perhaps? Or just the last acts of a confused and drowning mind? I am increasingly of the opinion that this is some mental construct, some riddle conjured up by the professor's failing mind. He may not have even understood what he hid. Those seeking wisdom must first know their own foolishness. Reflect on yourself in the heat of passion to reveal what the cold eye of logic sees not. A riddle, and what would that visitor be? That is unknown to me, mein Freund. There is only one way to answer that question. If we can find the answer to the professor's riddle, perhaps we will be able to solve this mystery. Well, I know exactly what to do here. I need to look in the weird mirror, while the room is hot. Reflect on yourself, said the riddle, and the cold eye of logic sees not. Could there be something here, hidden somehow? So the gilded pipe, it's used for heat exchange. We need to, like, set a fire in the kitchen? Yeah, there's a wood stove here. Cast iron wood stove, and the housekeeper's inside now. May I ask you something, Mrs. Oakwood? Bruh, the pipe had a purpose all along. I mean, we knew it was going to. Of course, Doctor. Oh my gosh, it's just like you said, the gold is for heating. Is Professor Wright fond of riddles? Do you know, is the professor fond of puzzles or riddles? Indeed, yes. He has long been an enthusiast of every mind game you can imagine. In better oh, I wasn't doing her voice. In better days, he would host parties every other month. Themed soirees, he called them. Oh, those were good times. Oh, that does sound so much fun. Seems long ago now. I must go. Have a good day, Dr. Wakefield. So I need to fill the wood stove. Is there, like, wood around here? I don't want to cut down a tree. These are old trees. Oh, to be a guest at a soiree. Phoebe gets me. Alright, nothing new here. I love this music. Bread oven. We still have the letter. How do I heat the wood stove? Common radiator. Now I wonder, what if I had stayed? Okay, where to go? Where to go? Wait, there's a fire in the study. Maybe I can get some wood from there? So like a wood pile in here? Does not appear to be. Forgot about the aviary. Okay, so no wood in there, but there's gotta be wood somewhere, right? Out here? Puppy. Wait. No, that's not. Maybe there's something I missed over here? Statue garden? Does not appear to be the case. This is a nice-ass house, though. I would love to have my own bread oven. Wait, if I go in here, maybe she'll, like, tell me how to get in there? Reads basement. I must go. Okay, what's this? Oh, glass. There's a matchbox here, too. I may need these matches later on. Okay, so I just light this fire with the matches. Okay, so there's already wood in there. What is this? An old teapot. It is filled with cold water. Ooh! Imagine that pizza you can make with that... The pizza you can make with that sucker. Exactly, Phoebe gets it. Alright, so teapot on the wood stove. The water will cool soon. So we need to run to the bathroom. Teapot, mirror. Reflect on yourself in the heat of passion, to reveal knowledge that the cold eye of logic sees not. Condensation of the teapot steam has revealed a hidden message. I'll add this clue to the letter. Knowing yourself, you may look upon your master, meet his imposing gaze, and seek to understand what lies beneath. Thereby, learn the question, if not the final answer. The thereby started on the previous line and then jumped down. I'm pretty sure writing doesn't work that way. Knowing yourself, you may look upon your master, meet his imposing gaze, and seek to understand what lies beneath. Thereby learn the question, if not the final answer. So, it looks like the pipe was a red herring. Oops, don't have enough room. I'll just erase and start again, lower down. Good thing I'm using a pencil. This is definitely the most puzzly of the, of the chapters, and I suppose it's sort of justified with the professor losing his mind. Look upon the face of the master, I believe? The statue portrays a sage hiding his face behind a mask. Wait. What? Didn't it not have the mask earlier? Erasing wasn't an invention for another 10 years until Jane Eraser was born. Did this actually affect the statues? It did. Empty hole where his face should be. Oh. Clergyman hiding his face behind a mask. So we flip this. I think the clergyman probably has the mask off now, so we can take... I'm assuming there's a face there that we can take off and put on the master. His face behind a mask. The queen has removed her mask. There's an empty hole where her face should be. Statue portrays a peasant woman with her face hidden by a mask. Yeah, there's only 2 settings here. There's got to be another one of these somewhere. Look upon your master. Meet not only his imposing gaze, but seek to understand what lies beneath. Maybe there's like a base somewhere I can find? Large wardrobe of engraved wood. Something in here? Oh, I just noticed the flickering light has a flickering shadow. I love it. So much attention to detail in these games. God, the sound design, the music swells as you do the puzzles. I love it. Won't open. There's something in here I missed, perhaps. Maybe, what was her name? The lady will have something to say now? Fucking passion projects, man. Mrs. Oakwood, that's her name. Of course, Doctor. Nothing new here. Various ingredients. May I ask you something? Sure, Doctor. Good, just checking. Okay, can't set fire to the fountain. Can't still set the letter on fire. Good, just checking. Can I burn the tree? No. Can I burn this tree? No. Can I... Gotta be another one of these things for the peasant and the queen. That makes sense to me, anyway. Gate, tower, gate, looks the same. Yeah, it's just the same. What do I do? Kaufman have any hints, maybe? Only by answering the riddle can we hope to solve this mystery. Nope, he does not. My dearest my dearest visitor will find the prize. I have no doubt. What else? Meet his imposing gaze and seek to understand what lies beneath, thereby learn the question, if not the final answer. I mean, there was the metal thing in that one statue's, like, urn. Can I just reach it now? Was it forcing me to wait until I needed it to get it? If so, I'm gonna be kind of upset, but whatever. A metal object hidden inside. Didn't change. Can I... No. Can I get like a stick or something to pull it out with? Wait, oh, that's just a move. What do I do here? Wait, can I take the head off this line and put it on the other one, and that does something? No. There's an adventure game I've played before where, like, you can hit tab and it shows you all this stuff you can interact with. Also, Disco Elysium does that too, so that's... I really wish this game had that, because there's obviously something I'm missing. More games should have that in general, yeah. Any books? No, already read that. Nothing in here that I can find. This? Antique ceiling lamp. As I suspected, there's a small key taped to the back of the picture frame, and a note. I'll add this clue to the letter. God damn it. The question is the world from the peak of man's tallest tower. The answer yearns up to it from the root of life and time itself. The old flash game cheat of hitting tab. The question is the world from the peak of man's tallest tower. The answer yearns up to it from the root of life and time itself. I have a key now. Yearning, eh? Looks like we're learning some moth lore tonight. Question is the world from the peak of man's tallest tower. So this key probably goes to the attic? I knew it! A shelf covered in old ornaments, pieces of metalwork, and pipes of strange shapes. Some kind of round mechanism. Yes! Burb? Other burb. So that's the other ornament. The peak of man's tallest tower. The answer yearns up to it from the root of life and time itself. Ooh, an unusual electrical device. I'm unfamiliar with its function, but I can tell there is a piece of equipment missing. Flip some dials. Ah, you're supposed to look up here and see that over there, and that's what lets you know to go there, apparently. That's also probably what tells you that they're connected to these ornaments. The answer yearns up to it from the root of life and time itself. Let's see what was on the peasant woman's face. Still in there making bread. Face hidden by a mask. Portrays a queen face hidden by a mask. Tallest tower. Entrance hidden by rocks, by bricks and rubble. Wait, what? All of the masks are on. Okay. Hidden inside. Question, is the world from the peak of man's tallest tower? The answer yearns up to it from the root of life and time itself. Gift tree almost seems like a statue itself. Damn, I thought that was a clue to look at the tree. Go look out the window again? Really, use some hustle there, Wakefield. Up to time and life itself. Tallest tower. Oh. Central statue portrays a cloaked figure holding a clay vessel. Face hidden by a mask. Present woman, face hidden by a mask. Answer yearns up to life itself. The answer yearns up to it from the very root of life and time itself. I should check if there's something hidden near that tree. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to do the mask thing yet, apparently. That was the tree that's more ancient than this manor. Gotta drive home and grab the stuff at the store. Don't solve all the puzzles too fast. I don't think there's any risk of that, Phoebe. Looks as though something has been concealed beneath the thick roots. Another note and a key bound together. I'll add this clue to the letter. Godspeed. It is a truth our ancestors knew and with stone silence came to unknow. He has been engraved with the shape of a feather. Oh, we gotta go into the bird room. Feather key. Oh god. Oh, it's an alveary. Inside this cage there's a bird with a black head and orange breast. The sign reads, Perhula Perhula. A truth that our ancestors knew and through stone silence came to unknow. Small compartment in the base of the bust. Beside this, a note. That only by entering the gnashing jaws of primal horror. Primal horror? Inside the cage with a crow with a black and gray feathers. The sign reads Corvus Cornix. Small bird with black and white wings and a feathered crest. The sign reads Wipupa apops. Black with yellow beak. Sign on the cage reads Curtis merula. Gray breast and brown wings. Passer domesticus. Oh, it's a pigeon. Bird with pale brown breast inside the cage. The sign reads Lucinia megainchos. Curious bird with long legs. Sign on the cage reads Porphyrio eleni. Feathers of Rithicus rubicula. Embroidered cloth covers his cage. On it is written, if the birds are silent, praise trails off. Yellowish brown feathers. This on the cage reads Cardulus flavirostris. The bird inside grows suddenly quiet. Stone silence came to know that only by entering the gnashing jaws of primal horror. I can shut the birds up. I think it's nighttime, so they go to sleep. Are they staying asleep, though? Does not look like it. I gotta find primal horror somewhere else, I guess. Can I do anything else with this cloth? Entering the gnashing jaws of primal horror. Maybe Kaufman can... Can't show him the letter, can I? Damn. Horror. Where would that be? Here? Locked. You have anything else to say? No. Cloth on fountain? No. Cloth on statue? No. gotta be something to do with the birds. Right? Because there was only a note in the bust. I burned the cloth. No. I bust the Greek philosopher Anaxagoras. The cloth on him? No. Is there anything else in here? Ardulis Flavarostris? Yeah, Mega Curio Alieni, Eleni, Castor Domesticus, Curtis Meru, Corvus Fornix. Oh, Primal Horror, the crow. That not it? Yeah, I can't set the cloth on fire while the crow is under it. What else can I do in here, though? When I say a murder of crows, this isn't what they meant. I mean, I can't really imagine a more primal horror than that. And we've had to do some other fucked up stuff in this series, so I wouldn't be surprised. Flashing jaws of primal horror. But still... Basement, right? Yeah, it's the basement. The gnashing jaws of primal horror. Attic? Shapes. Alright, sorry about that. There's nothing here. What are you doing? Wait from there. That ancient oak tree is the tallest tree on the ground. Oh, that was the clue. I see. Horror. What if I... No. Do you have anything to say? My dearest visitor will find the prize. Have no doubt. There. Can't match the radiator. I think the game just crashed. Oh, there we go. Nope, yep, game crashed. Luckily it auto saves. Usually, I think. Alright, F. Not the first time it's happened, but it is rather annoying, yeah. I wonder if it's just, like, going from room to room too fast, or what? Who knows? Okay, so we didn't lose any progress. It always seems to crash when I do the fast forward thing. If it's gonna keep doing this, that is very annoying. Oh, Gnashing Jaws of Primal Horror. The lion. Something hidden in the lion's mouth. A lever. I think it has triggered some mechanism inside the manor. There is also a note in here. I'll add this clue to the letter. Will you at last know truth? Do the last part of the riddle? Got a mechanism. Dude rigged his entire house as a puzzle. This one said it wouldn't open, not that it was locked. Okay, never mind. Thing in here. This? No. Take a look at the statue garden. Anything different there? A secret passage is opened at the end of the corridor. What? Looks like Professor Wright's archive. I should bring Kaufman here at once. Bruh. Experiments, 1885. Let us see. Bro is a fucking Scooby-Doo house. Have a look at this. Be careful. There's a small key inside the folder. 1st of August, 1885. Results, at last. After many months of tedious observation, something has finally come from the other side. I heard the sound of footsteps exploring the proximity of the stone archway. This would seem to verify my hypothesis. Absolute horror is the key that we seek. 20th of September 1885. Now that they have proven themselves useful, I've installed 2 new devices in the outer tunnels. I dare not go deeper. I have not heard it again, but I know the thing must be still down there, in the dark. 12th of November 1885. Containment in the underground tunnel has been breached. Gone. 15th of December 1885. I have no choice but to abort the experiment. It can no longer be controlled. There is but one thing left to do. I will seal the tunnel and hope that the abomination remains forever entombed within. What? What is this supposed to be? It seems to be a log that the professor kept during... What? Seems to be a log that the professor kept during one of his experiments almost 7 years ago. It is noteworthy that one of the entries has been redacted. What is written in there? It cannot be true. It must be some kind of hallucination. I said of Professor Wright's illness, maybe. Perhaps, though we should not jump to conclusions. We can conclude that the professor had another working place underground. Perhaps that key opens the basement door. There could be a route through underground to this underground tunnel. Meanwhile, I will keep looking through these documents. There must be something more than that folder among this mess. SCP redacted is a data expunged, Foundation staff data expunged, D3819 data expunged, Among Us data expunged, genitals were obliterated, data expunged. Set of frame silhouettes under each is an inscribed plaque. Ooh. Mr. Strachan was a well-positioned man. He fell madly in love with the younger daughter of the Bartleys, so he proposed to her. Young Agnes faced the idea of marrying an older man, but she always hid her feelings for her mother. Fancied the idea. Mrs. Bartley never take her eyes off her daughter and watched them at all times. Bartley tried to show his support for their daughter, but his wife never paid any attention to him. Sachin was a well-positioned man. That obviously did something. Compartment is opened in the wall. Oh. Another one of these things. Long series of folders with dates on them in complete disarray. This is the Zero Escape episode. Just the Zero Escape episode. Piles of papers of all kinds, discarded notes, letters, and receipts all mixed up. Many folders, they have no distinctive tag on them. To the basement. The music stopped, I don't like that. He has no comment. Completely dark in here. I feel a cold draft coming from the front. Too dark. I need something to light the way. Like a Mac? Of fucking course. I can't even go back. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. I have run out of matches. On an Atari game like this once. If your matches were unlimited. Don't like that noise. Do I just go back? Can I go back, please? Oh god. Oh. I've fallen through a hole. Where am I? Flow of air is stronger here. Looks like a component of some sort of machine. I can find out where to use. Working lantern. Now I can get out of here safely. This part of the tunnel is blocked by a cave-in. The underground tunnel is not accessible from here. I should go back. Oh. We back? Are we back? Said, my chat disconnected. Are we live? Okay, good. Thank you, Mary. Check. Bitrate looks good. Interrupt. Okay, we're good. Mouse is working. Go. Way is blocked by a cave-in. Thank goodness, a ladder. Bro just falls down a hole and he's like, not even hurt. Ooh, another one of these things. The mechanism of some sort. Card. Oh. Closed door, open door. We'll leave the door closed for now. Well, that just happened. This old furniture has been left here to rot. Get the hell out of here. If we cannot access the tunnel mentioned in Professor Wright's log, how can we find the missing parts of his research? Let's talk to Kaufman about this. I was able to use the key to explore the basement. There's a large hole in the floor. One side of the hole may lead to some sort of tunnel, but it was completely covered in rocks and debris, so I could not tell for sure. Covered in debris, it sounds as if the professor succeeded in blocking the entrance to this underground area. It is unfortunate for us. I've made some progress of my own, mein Freund. I think this could be help us elucidate the next step in our search. Have a look. Today, a meeting finally took place. You see, Mr. Wright, our organization is keenly interested in your research. We could reach an agreement to fund this project. But first, we need to know the details. I understand. The main factor is the condition of the test subject. How open he is to suggestion. As you know, only the human mind can open a physical passage to the other side. A complete, absolute darkness will be required for the experience to result. A secluded place. Completely isolated. A place that can only bring thoughts of what may be hiding in the dark. I have the perfect location But in total darkness and seclusion, how could the results of the experiment be studied or confirmed? That is precisely where your organization can provide help. I have designed a special device that would allow it to listen from a safe distance, but I lack the means to manufacture it myself. That we could arrange. But there is one last thing I would like to know. How would the experience be triggered? By means of a chemical compound of some kind? Do you mean a serum? Not at all. That would be of no elegance whatsoever. Trigger is the mind itself, the emotion known as terror. The primal fear that still survives in the depths of our mind. At times humans were mere beasts. That which allows us to open a physical passage beyond the veil of rational thought. Primal terror is the key that we will use to open the last door. Could this organization be the playwright? It may be, mein Freund. If so, then we are closer to the truth than we thought. But in this room I have been able to find only some fragments of information, charted material. Looks as if the main bulk of documents were moved from this room and hidden somewhere else. Basement tunnel. That seems the most reasonable conclusion. But access to that place is lost, is it not? The entrance was sealed. There may be another access that we do not know about. If we could find and use the device that the professor mentions in the log, I believe we could shed some light on this matter. Well, the device is in the attic, I know that. Lever on the device. I think it will work now. Some of the more reasonable adventure game puzzling I've seen. This sound. It's a radio! Bro built a radio! Do my ears deceive me? Is that a piano melody? I must seek Kaufman at once. Not to state the obvious, but it sounds as if someone is still down there, playing the piano of all things. But how is that even remotely possible? I do not know, but this means something important to us. It means there is another entrance to the underground tunnel, and that we must find it. But we have run out of leads. We did not find anything of use in the archive, and Professor Wright continues to mutter incoherently about childhood memories. You must hypnotize the professor, mein lieber Freund. We are running out of options. This might be the only way to find the answers we seek. Look at this candle. Fix your eyes upon it. Your body is as light as a feather. Everything around you fades. Forgot you were a mesmer. You are entering a dark, endless void. Ooh! Listen to my voice. Where are you? A great number of trees surround me. The sun is setting soon. I can go north and west. Tell me again where you are. Go elsewhere. I stand among tall trees. They stare at me silently. They have found me guilty. Do not wish to stay here. Go back. Go north. I stand beside a waterfall. It is not water that falls, but mud and rock of a great height. They fall and fall into a bottomless abyss. Behind the waterfall, to the east, lies a tunnel. To the west, I see the edge of the forest. Go south. Go west. I am on the beach. There's a huge rock here. Many birds circle in the sky overhead. To the north, I see the shore. To the west, there is a person. Go west. I tricked you into playing a text adventure. It's Tuesday in it. Lookman Petite, how you doing? As soon as I approach, the figure darts between the rocks as though it were frightened of me. By the way, I have to agree, Mary, mostly, Season 2 puzzles have gotten a little bit more moon logic-y, but, I think it's going well alright so far. Go back. Go north. I stand beside the shore. The water wets my shoes, and all around me lie the wrecks of ships. To the north, something floats in the water. To the east, I can see the edge of the forest. Something floats in the water. A body floats in the water. I will not look upon its face. Go back. Go eat. How's the last dooring going? We let it in, Petite. It's not one of the falls. Okay, go eat. We're hypnotizing a guy. Yeah, we're trying to, restore his memories with hypnosis. I am in a dark tunnel. Oscar is here as well. He is upset. He yells at me. He begs me to stop. The tunnel divides into many passages. I can go north, south, and west. North? I am in a large open space with a piano. Something stands next to the piano. I can't see clearly its face. The tunnel stretches into the dark. Walk down the tunnel. It is a very small room. In the center lies a deep pit. A ladder goes down. So dark. Down there, it lies. It waits. I will not continue. I must go back. Go down the ladder. I cannot! I can hear it with me. Its breath. Dear God, I must flee. Must continue. It waits for me. It waits down there. I have gone down the ladder. I cannot see. It is pitch dark. I can feel its breath. It is here. It is with me. Neophyte, discover your first secret. Enough. We went too far, mein Freund. You are right. I did not think you would react this way. You did well by stopping the trance, Kaufman. I think it would be best if we leave it for today. Let us return to the inn. Reflect tonight on what we have witnessed here. Tomorrow, let's discuss the next steps in our investigation. Time passes? January 21st, 1893. Mary, we have the time! We have the time! Dude sitting up in bed. Oh shit. Come in. Okay, so you were right. Kaufman, are you alright? Worry not, Wakefield. I am just feeling a bit feeble. It must be all this cold and humidity. Off. Nothing serious. I would like to know your opinion about what we heard during yesterday's session. Do you remember anything that could help us in our search? The seaside. The sea was a recurring theme during the hypnotic regression. Yes, it is true. Maybe the entrance to the tunnel is somewhere closer to the coast. The mysterious figure. Throughout the trance, we saw an unknown figure with no visible face, the floating body in the water, the person near the rocks, the one beside the piano. Yes, indeed, but I'm afraid it is too soon to unveil the true meaning of those images. So what is it? The Burb? Means that the Weird Tales magazine from season 1, episode 2 is indeed an anachronism. It didn't come around until 1923. I guess it could be a different magazine also called Weird Tales. What is the it you're talking about, Petite? Oh, it. Yeah, the thing we let in. We let it in. We don't know what it is yet. The man shouting at Professor Wright. Professor Wright mentioned a man that shouted at him near the entrance to the tunnel, begging him not to continue. I cannot remember his name. Very good. It was Oscar. To attempt to find him, he may know something about Professor Wright's fears. If we can find this man, I'm sure we will shed some light upon the mystery. Why don't you go to the village and try to find out something about Oscar? My apologies, but I must stay here to recover my strength. Wickport Inn, Town Square. Kaufman's coat. Shit, he got the incurable cough of death, like in the soap operas. I should respect Kaufman's privacy. Is that a little blueberry bush up there? Fuck. Ugly painting. Man, Wakefield just spitting fire right now. That painting's fucking ugly. Nice catch, Petite. It's still snowing. How are you feeling? I'm feeling alright, mein Freund. Just a bit tired. I will let you rest. Thank you, mein Freund. Dead on. Let's go to Town Square, I guess. The Fisherman's Lodge. cannot cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. The sea chooses harbors to laugh in like sailors do. Sea of those who are. Sea chooses to harbors where to die. Die like sailors do. Sea of those who were. Okay, looks like it's just now. Good morning. Want a drink? Man named Oscar. Do you know a man called Oscar? You mean Father Oscar? You can find him in the church when he's not in here. It's right outside. Man sitting in the corner. What is with that man on the corner? Fred? You can ignore him. Ignore him. He's a sad, lonely drunk. Have you met Professor Wright? Bars. The professor? Sure. Wait, what? Heck? Saw him every other day as a youngin', always involved in the village. He was la-di-da all right, but folk respected him. He got stuck in. Didn't last. Didn't last, though. Shut himself away. Started getting visitors from out of town. He stopped coming to the village eventually. Last I heard, he'd gone crazy. None of us knows for sure, though. Been years since I saw him. I must leave. I will leave you to your work. Godspeed. These two fishermen have just given me a suspicious look. Lady is dressed rather elegantly for someone who came to drink in a place like this. Good morning. Let me drink in peace. Are you a ship, Captain? Why? What's it to you? Does I look like a captain? Sussy baka, your hat. Because of the hat you're wearing. Ha! A hat don't make a captain, townie. You can buy a hat like this in any flea market in England. Your coarse skin. Because your coarse skin, weathered by years of salt and wind. You met many folk in Wickport yet? It's common enough around these parts. Your hands. Because of your hands, calloused by years of knotting rope and reeling in line. Any fisherman has hands like these. Your 3 earrings. You have doubled the three capes, is that right? Indeed I have. Good Hope, Leowin, and Horn. Therefore I hold the right to stand before kings and to piss against the wind. If I dies in the sea, these 3 rings will pay my wake. But no, that'll not happen now. You mean you will not set sail again? I love the sea more than anything. It is my passion, my freedom, and my life. But there are many things about him that we do not know. There are, far from the coast in the deep dark, things that we are still unprepared to behold. Believe me, those things await deep down. Have you seen any of those things? No, but you may have heard of 1 or 2 of the stories of the fishermen tell about things seen out there. It is not but tales for young'uns. Mere superstition for men too cowardly to face the dark. Any good seaman knows that in the strong wind a stretched rope can shake and sing. I, myself, have mistaken such keening for the wail of a child, but there was one time it was nothing of the sort. Then the sea howled. It was not thunder, not a strong wave clashing with my ship. No, it was like a voice. It spoke to me in a language I cannot describe, a sound muttered by a living something, a call unlike anything I had heard before, and I understood. What did you understand? I understood there was no more freedom for me, that the sea now had other lords, and whoever they were, I did know they would not share it. What happened then? As I navigated back to shore, I lost control of my ship in a great storm. The rocks of the cliffs did the rest. I do not know where the remains of my dear Augustine ended up, but with the passing of years and tides, I looked for them once, for many moons, but all I found was this bar in the bottom of an empty glass. I've never returned to the shore since. May she forgive me. Now leave me be. I will leave you alone. Your thoughts. You have the gratitude of me and my whiskey. All that blathering worked up a right sore thirst. So, I need to do a quick break real quick. Sorry, everyone. We'll be right back. Okay, ads should be over. Sorry about that. So to explain, earlier when I got home, I found that Poppy had thrown up on my desk, and I just found more of it under the keyboard somehow. So I had to clean that up. But let's continue, shall we? A brick creak. Oh, the flip? Yeah, I mean, it was just, like, clear fluid, so, like, it might have just been, like, the disinfectant I used earlier. Keyboard's fine. Oh, I guess they don't want to talk. The window is closed shut. No, all but covers the window. Evidently, no one has been here to clear it in a very long time. It is too frosted over to see inside. Ooh. Boat. An old rotting boat rests on the shore. The name Providence is written on the side. Am I gonna have to sail somewhere? Some abandoned wooden planks. Perhaps they are here for the repair of local fishing boats. The sea. This old ship is completely wrecked. Guess we play in the Mariner mod now. Have you actually played that, Mary? Sailing mechanics are dope. No, I wanted to beat Dancer first. But I hadn't played Cult Sim in ages. Yeah, I guess she doesn't want to talk. I was planning after October to start doing some coding streams where I update the Archaeologist, and maybe after that I'll finally do Mariner. I like how the lantern is still on. I must leave. Something over here. Nope, that's just exit the area. Okay, she doesn't want to talk. I get it. Oh, wait. The church? Can I go in here? This is the door of the Church of Wickport. It is closed. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. How do I get inside? Sis just shuts her window whenever an Englishman walks by. She's got the right idea. An old rusty bronze bell, typical of a seafaring vessel. It is engraved with the name Augustine. Someone may be able to tell me more about it. Did my stream just die? Because I just had a bunch of connections all at once, and that usually means that the stream fucking died. Everything looks fine. I think Steam is just acting up lately. Ah, I saw it too. Okay, okay. I'm playing my summer car high. How is that going, by the way? Like, what's that game even about? He's like drive around doing stuff. Life sim, basically. Well, this bell obviously goes to this guy. Very open-ended. Why, that bell is from Augustine. My Augustine. Where on earth did you find it? I found it on the beach, near the shipwreck. I thought I would never see it again. I will clean it and make it shine anew. Wickport Beach? Our beach? Why, I must go. I must go straight away. Sorry. Wickport Beach, our beach? Why, I must go. I must go straight away. Oh, to be reunited with my poor Augustine. What will remain of her? No, no, I dare not go. Oh, but I must. Good day to you, sir. Okay, I have those Steam notifications turned off always. Build a cartoon and stuff. Right now I'm chopping firewood to fill a trailer to sell to a guy. Got tired of seeing someone reboot VR Studio. I mean, Ooh, music. I didn't even notice there wasn't any. I don't know. I like knowing what's going on, I guess. Neither the cracks in your hull nor your flaking paint. None of it matters. You're as beautiful as ever, Augustine. Today we will watch the sun set together. Good sir, I cannot put into words what a great service you have rendered this drunken knave. Just as you, a stranger, have brought me to my lost treasure, may this old sailor's spyglass, in whatever way it can, help light the way to yours. Take it. It is a gift from the heart. So, I got a telescope. What a bro. Right, can I... No, that didn't do anything. Telescope the church? Can't be. Maybe I use it as at the inn? It is a voyeuroscope. A what? That's a thing? Coffin better not be fucking dead. Father Oscar. I have discovered the identity of the man we seek. Oscar is the priest of Wicksport Parish. The church door is closed. My dear Wakefield, what advice can I offer? A church would not remain closed all day. If you must wait, then do so. And in the meantime, talk to the villagers. Perhaps they will reveal something useful about the professor. I will let you rest. Thank you, mein Freund. I've talked to everyone, so will it be open now? Well, not everyone. How annoyed he sounded there. I know we're looking for a priest now, but the church is closed. Okay, fuck you. What do you want me to do about it, dude? Let me sleep. Down from there. When will the church open? I wonder if you know when the church will open. I knocked on the door, but there was no answer. Church, let me give you some advice. Barmaids ain't the people to talk about church opening hours. This here bar is my church. Most of the village have come to see things my way, too. We praise here these days. The whole village has forsaken the church. But why? The town is forsaken. No work on the coasts these days, see? Few can make a living. Most of the fishers and sailors have up and left. Half the cottages lie abandoned. Those who stayed, they barely leave their homes, except to come here, of course. But surely there must be more than just this. Many coastal towns face the same struggle, but none lie abandoned. Well, there's rumors. Silly stories, if you asks me. But some take 'em real serious. Fishers, big, dependable guys. They'll tell you they've seen stuff out there on the water. Apparitions. Shapes among the rocks. I say it's the booze talking, and I should know. Who could see anything in all that mist anyway? But fishers, they're superstitious. Folk believed the tales, and one by one they just didn't come home no more. Captain Morville. Does he come here often? Fred, he's a regular. A sad, lonely drunk. I must leave. Godspeed. So I need to look out with the telescope. Let me get down. Oops. I mean, that's the only thing I can think to do, unless the church is open now. Look at that thing in the distance. I tried, but it didn't glow. Puppy, get down. I just realized the light isn't pixelated on this lantern. Oh, it did glow, but it doesn't let me do it. Poppy playing an adventure game of her own. Far in the distance, I can see a lonely tree, bent by the sea wind. Now can I do it? Is it just there for fun? Today we will watch the sun set together, repeatedly failing the stealth segment. Poppy. So closed. Down. Maybe examine the spyglass? An old telescope has been rusted by the salt water, but it's still in good condition. Okay, I can't set it on fire. Anything down here? Nothing up there. Nothing to the right? I don't think so. But I'll check. There's the boards, but I can't go this way. There are local fishing boats. That didn't work. Oh, wait. Maybe I can talk to the fisherman now. Vicious look. Apparently not. Click port in. That didn't do anything. I will let you rest. He doesn't have anything else to say. Can't believe Kaufman's fucking dying. Excuse me, are you spying on me? I am sorry, I did not mean to. You are not from these parts, are you? No, I'm just passing through. Are you alright? What did I do different this time? Yes. Could you do me a favor? For a long time, I have wanted to visit the tomb of my lover, but I cannot leave the house due to my illness. Could you please leave these flowers there? No one in this village will do this service for me. Alright. Where is that place? Oh, you could not know how grateful I am. You are a good, kind person. You can go to the graveyard through that path right there. The name you need to look for is Carter. Ooh, graveyard. Cool. Poppy, what are you doing? Why were you spying on me? Oh, do not put it like that. It sounds so terrible. I just watch folk passing by. I cannot leave the house, so I spend my days at the window. It is awful interesting. You learn a lot about people this way, you know. Really, what can you tell me about myself? I have only observed you for a while, but I can Tell you are on an important mission, looking for someone dear. There is worry over your shoulders, and a long way ahead of you. Well, that was remarkable. I am frankly astonished. What can you tell me about the barmaid? Eva is a woman with a strong character. Once I saw her kick out a group of drunk sailors from the pub without a doubt. She is in a bad mood lately because business is not what it used to be. He will not leave the village, though, as did the others. Tell me about Captain Morvel. Poor Fred is always drunk. In the old times, when he was not sailing, he had long walks on the beach and looked happy. But now, rare is the occasion when he gives a quick glance to the coast. He has lost all hope. What can you tell me about Father Oscar? He is a man who has lost his purpose. I see him walking aimlessly in the morning and evening, nervous and doubtful. I should go. Thanks for everything and have a good day. Is the church open? Nope. So, to the graveyard then. Thank you for the dupe, Petite. Bury my body with the salted driftwood, with the green seaweeds, and the worn-out ropes, where I can feel the cold autumn breeze. Gerald Belly, 1810 to 1875, who is 65 years old. Farewell to those of you that walk beside my grave. Here I lie, my name written on stone under the sun. Mary Jane Bennett. Oh,
These woods
God.
are lovely, dark and steep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to
Aw.
go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
He was only 29. I do not think this is the right grave. Do not bring flowers to this place, for rum is all I crave. Now I rest under the same stars I sailed by when alive. Daniel Aberton, 1798 to 1842. So he was 44 years old. Blank. There's no no name, date, or epitaph on this gravestone. Aberton, this is not the grave I'm looking for. Rose Carter. Ah, okay. Dot dot. So, she wanted us to bring flowers to Rose. The bells of the church. It seems the priest is calling mass. Is this to Yuri? He did say lover and not husband. This, too, may be Yuri. I have left the flowers on your lover's grave, as you asked. Thank you so much. I am in your debt. I should go. Did she say that or just loved one? She said lover. Thanks for everything and have a good day. The window has been boarded up. A confessional. Slickport serves a Catholic congregation. Good morning. Good morning, my son. The English-phobic lesbian icon. Does no one come to church anymore? What is the matter, Father? What has happened to your parishioners? The village has seen bleak times. Many have left, and the rest have lost their faith. Every day I ring the bells, but no one answers. May God have mercy on their souls. Why do you suppose that is? I could not say. The mist that shrouds this coast and the shapes that swirl within have long been a source of hearsay. But lately, the stories people tell are not of pirates and smugglers, but something more sinister. Some say the devil himself has come to our shore. It is a rumor I dare not disregard. Are you personally acquainted with Professor Wright? Why, yes, of course. Adam is not merely a parishioner, but one of my closest friends. In our youth, we enjoyed many scholarly but sometimes quite fervent discussions. He being an anthropologist and myself a theologian. That is, until he fell ill. But since he is like that, I have not visited him. I must go. I must go, Father. Wait a moment, please. I need to ask for a small favor. Please give this to Adam. I don't know if it will mean anything to him now, but it will bring peace to my soul if there is some token of our friendship resting by his side. We can return to Wright Manor. Examine the picture of two young men. They could be Professor Wright and Father Oscar. Okay. You know a man named Oscar. Yes, of course. Oscar is the priest of Wickport's parish. You can find the church right there in front of my house. He is a man who has lost his purpose. He am walking aimlessly in the morning and evening, nervous and doubtful. I should go. See if the barmaid has anything to say about her. Nope. I mean, I like the detail. Main door is closed from the inside. But the back door is still open for some reason. And that fire is still burning. Is locked. Well, it is snowing. Oh, it's dark up here now. Oh god, the guy's gonna be dead, isn't he? Door is locked with a key. I need to go talk to Kaufman. Port in. Okay, nothing new here. Is he down in the tunnels? Or in the secret passage? Wait, maybe that's it. Wait, this door is open. This wasn't open before. It is a simple wooden wardrobe. There's nothing of interest here. Cage covered with an embroidered cloth. The end of a phrase is written on it. A visitor will call. There is no bird inside. Simple wooden wardrobe. There is nothing of interest in here. Nice catch, Petite. There's a closed chest here. Coat stand. Gotta be able to examine the coat stand. Absolutely essential gameplay right there. Oh, it's dark in here too now. It was if the birds fall silent, a visitor will call. Go. Wait, do we need to silence all the birds somehow? How? Fire is out. How did this happen? Where would I get more cloths? Check. Won't open. Oh, I do not like this music. Passageway is still open. Up. Spiral maze. Oh wait, this is connected to the gold pipe. A gilded pipe runs from the strange device through to the floor below. The pipe is part of the radio. Locked with a... burn the door. No. Of course not. That would be silly. Then... Where's Miss... Something Wood, I think her name was? But this panel too, why not? There's the ladder. Is there anything past it? Doesn't look like it. Locked by a cave in. Nothing down here by the look of... I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. Left here to rot. Dang, I can't burn the picture. Door containing dried branches. Can I slide the picture under the door and then he opens the door, maybe? Oh. What is this telescope for? Dang. Here. the time skip. What's that yellow ball in the attic? This? Oh, it's another one of those panels. To do something with the statue garden. Peasant woman has removed her mask. Clergyman has removed his mask. Oh, I think I know it. Maybe if I get them all to take the mask off? Peasant woman removed mask. Clergyman has removed mask. Queen has removed her mask. Does this affect it? Okay, the clergyman has his face behind a mask again. So if I flip this, teleport to bathroom just to skip half of the hallway. Otherwise, this will take forever. Wrong door. Go out here. Flip this one. Is that what I need to do? It is! They all took their masks off. Thing dropped the vessel. The central statue has a lifted position and the clay vessel has fallen to the ground. Although the statue is now broken into many pieces, there is an object among them. It must have been hidden inside. Looks like a compass. It must be broken since it does not point north. Strange device. It cannot be a compass because it does not point north but to seeming random direction. We follow the compass. Oh, there's more. Oh, wait. Well, first of all, I'm taking a look over here. This is the tree. A windswept, old, gnarly tree is clinging onto the cliff with what roots remain. Someday it will fall into the ocean below. Ooh, a guy. Good morning, I am Dr. Wakefield. You come from the town, don't you? You needn't answer. I know by your accent. Be careful around these cliffs. This is no place for tourists. Hardly a place for anyone now. The man snorts. You'd best be on your way back. Strange things have been happening here. It does. What do you mean? Demon and fisherman elect swear to have heard voices in the rising tide. Inhuman screams, some of them say. There are some who claim to have witnessed ungodly things in the dead of night. I once saw a ghastly thing crawling out there amongst the rocks. Screams, you say? You've heard screams coming from the sea. Bloody trunks. They say the sea howls at them, as if that was something new. What did you see in the rocks? That thing. The one you saw in the rocks. Can you tell me more about it? Late night it was, me and my boat. Fishing. That's when I gets the best catch. And I saw it. Down under the water. As the others say, he was on a rock, perched there, like it was smelling for something. The shape of it. Nothing I ever saw before. Not walking on the earth nor swimming in the sea. The thing was big and hunched over like a crouching man. The way it moved, it made my flesh crawl. Whatever it was, the mist itself was its ally, hiding it from my bare eyes, and in the end, disappearing away together. I swear, should I see that horror again, I will take my most vicious harpoon and thrust it so deep into its wretched body that they will have to bury them together. The sea howls. Welcome back, Phoebe. So, what are you doing up here? I come here when I can to watch the shore, just in case that thing comes back. The mist down there is just too thick. I can see better from here, even if my eyes are not what they used to be. Damn it. If I could somehow regain my once sharp eyesight again, by God, I would impale that abomination for sure. Here, have this. Here, will this help you watch the shore? Why, it is old to be sure, but this telescope has been patched up to a rare beauty. You have my thanks, stranger. I am indebted. Least badass mariner. Oh, what is that? On the cliff there, well below me. But if it isn't the Wright's old summer house, I thought it entirely destroyed. It looks like you can get there using the old cliff path. Excuse me, did you say the Wright summer house? They have a summer house in the same village? Well, yes, I never saw it myself. I was too young at the time, but everyone around here knows the story well. It was a terrible tragedy, you see. One night, there was a landslide just beneath the house. Most of the building fell sheer into the sea, leaving only yonder ruins. Many died, though by a miracle Master Young Wright was spared. You can see it from here. Look. Right there on the other side of the beach. Do you see it? Friggin' rich people. Cliff. Alright, let's try the compass with the unmarked grave. Nothing happened. The compass points to this grave? There's something buried here. An engraved stone. It seems to be only one half of a larger statuette. Oh, okay then. Oh right, Phoebe, you missed the Englishman-phobic lesbian icon. He wanted us to bring flowers to the grave of her lover, and Rose Carter was where we took it. Something was buried at the tombstone. No way. And what? Yeah. These rocks look like the remains of a landslide. Hi, Phoebes. Hello. An empty wardrobe. Its wood is rotted from long exposure to the sea air. It was that woman who slammed her window shut whenever you walked by, and I made a joke about her just hating the English. Landscape shows the house as it was before the landslide ruined it. Understandable. There is a peculiar indentation in the stone. Need the other half of the statuette, I think, for that. Else I can see. Rocks here look. The roots of this venerable tree tightly grip the rocks that anchored against the harsh winds. A vertiginous drop. I can see the waves crash relentlessly against the rocks below. Back to Wright Manor? Lion? Oh. Where is the groundskeeper? Uh, go, maybe? Cash Petite. Loud ass birds. Petite fucking ballin' tonight. He's very good at catching stars. This way? The bird room is wild. Just to skip walking through the dark a little bit. Okay. Vice Island. What am I missing? Uh... Really don't know what I'm missing here. Uh... Landscape. It is still kind of weird that they had a summer home like that close to their main manor. Like, isn't the point of a summer home that like you go somewhere else? I'm telling you, rich people. I mean, fair enough, Mary. I can ask Kaufman. Teleport to Kaufman. House on the cliff. I discovered that Professor Wright's family once owned a house on the cliffs. According to one of the locals, Professor Wright almost died as a young man when the family summer house was destroyed by a landslide. House next to the sea. Landslide. Begging your pardon, Wakefield, but the answer is obvious, is it not? During the session, the professor said that the entrance to the tunnel was through a waterfall, not of water, but of rocks and mud. This too similar description to be a coincidence. I theorize that the entrance to the tunnel is concealed somewhere in that house. I will let you rest. Thank you, mein Freund. Hoffman's gonna fucking die, I just know it. Go talk to, her again. As you asked, thank you so much, I'm in your debt. Nothing else to say. Does Fred have anything to say? Today we will watch the sun set together. Apparently not. Maybe I'm missing something in the summer house? Talk to Oscar real quick first. Good morning. Nothing else here. Cliff. Fragment doesn't do anything there. Fill your indentation stone. That matches, right? Where's the other half? Hole looks shadow people shaped. The foundations of the house are heavily damaged. I must proceed with utmost care. It could collapse at any time. Clearly you need the other half. Yeah, but like, where is the other half? Right manner? Maybe? The cloth said if the birds are silent, a visitor will appear. The visitor will call. The birds fall silent. Doot, doot, doot. Thank you. Did I start the fire again, maybe? No. Why do I still have the matchbox then? How do I get into this room? All covered in old ornaments, pieces of metalwork, and types of strange shapes. Apartment has a wall. Disarray. Got a notes all mixed up on them. Here. Did I miss anything in here? Burdens. What? There's a key. What? It said there wasn't anything of interest there. Whatever. I think we can use this to open the door to where the guy is. I forget his name. Give him the picture. Professor Wright is not here. There's an open book on the floor. The Book of Birds. It is a compilation of legends related to birds. Some of the text has been marked. The birds were traveling to meet their king. When they reached a crossroads, the wretched crow tried to lead them astray onto the path of mists. Many birds followed him and were lost forever beyond that veil. The wisdom of the crested hoopoe, the prudence of the red-feathered robin could lead the remaining 28 back onto the path of righteousness. Ever since the birds have sung their praise, for without the hoopoe and the robin, silence would have fallen forever. Professor Wright's dressing gown and slippers. Going outside. Like, can I put the picture here? Ah. But I know what to do now. Just need to silence 2 of the birds, and then the rest will probably also stop singing. There's a legend. Oh no, he's running around all naked. Birds. Okay. The hoopoe and the red-feathered robin. The parula. Curtis Merula. Pastor Domesticus. That one's a pigeon. I know that much. Brown. Fish brown feathers. White feathers on its head. It's Porphyrio Eleni. That one's a crow. Black head and grass. Black and white wings. Black with a yellow beak. Where's the red one? Pale brown. Yellowish brown. Red feathers. Don't know what a hoopoe bird looks like, though. This it? All the birds have suddenly stopped their chittering. Oh, fuck. Sounds as if there is someone at the door. Door has been opened. What up here? Or did they open this door up here? They did. Oh god, Mr. Wright! Take this picture. Fuck. A cheerful scene that would have lifted my heart on any other day stands in stark contrast to the tragedy that has befallen this house. This uses supports Raymond's crows and their agenda. Corporate haters, please unfollow. There's a thin layer of dust on the coat rack, but not on the coat. A few books on classical theater. An old wardrobe. The window is open. A cold wind blows into the room. The poor man looks as if his heart gave out on him. Eyes. My God, they are fixed with an expression of utmost terror. See, his fists are clenched. He is holding onto something. Some kind of stone figurine. He is holding it tightly, as if he was protecting it from someone. This figurine is beautifully carved, but it appears to be but one half of a larger artifact. Joined together, the two pieces form an intricately carved figurine or idol. It is ancient, without a doubt. This is serious. I must break the news to Kaufman. And of course the local authorities will have to be informed. Kaufman, what is the matter? Kaufman? Do not worry, I have given him a mild sedative. Nice catch, Petite. Family Guy death pose. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Armitage. The innkeeper called me because he was worried about your friend. Pleased to meet you. I am Dr. Wakefield. What are Kaufman's symptoms? Strong coughing, general feebleness, dizziness. It is too soon yet for a diagnosis. It could be a simple cold, but the sudden onset and severity of his symptoms is certainly a concern. He must be monitored for the next few hours at least. Do not worry, Dr. Wakefield. I will remain here and take care of your friend. Could it be something serious? Doctor, this is far from my specialty, but do you think it could be something more serious? Too soon to know. Let us wait and see how his condition develops. Kaufman is asleep. He breathes heavily and looks very pale. I must leave. Please have someone fetch me if his condition worsens. Do not worry, Dr. Wakefield. I will remain here and take care of your friend. I can just read that book whenever I want now. I need to tell the authorities. Where do I do that? Must leave. I guess I just go to the house? Feel your indentation stone. It has triggered some secret mechanism. There's a passage behind the fireplace. It's lead into the cliff. This must be the entrance to the underground tunnel. I must go on. Note on the floor. Does this town even have a constabulary? Whatever you find down here, do not stop. I suppose not, Mary. The note said not to stop, so let's not stop. Maybe some, like, spooky stuff, I'm sure. Go here. Some viscous substance. Could be some kind of fungus, or maybe the decomposed remains of an animal. There's a wide pit in the middle of the chamber. It descends deep into the dark. I think I hear the sound of the sea far below. I guess this way? Vicious goo. Ooh, passage here. This part of the cave is blocked by a cave-in. There's a passage over there. It does not look like it. Oh. These are human remains. The flesh is gone, but the bones look undisturbed. How long have they lain here? Why on earth did Professor Wright not alert the authorities? Let's press on. What possible research could have led to this? It's coming from this way. It is. Lime Skeletons Caves. This is Minecraft. They stopped playing the piano because they heard us come. There's a strange metal device hanging from the ceiling. It's not a radio, it's just a... Piano lessons can be murder. Grand piano placed in the middle of the room. Oh, they must have gone over here. It's about to go down. Oh. Strange metal device hanging from the thing. Which of these doors is the last door? The last door is fear. Don't like that. Small passage goes into the brick wall. It is too thin to pass through. Really don't like that. Really don't like this. Don't like that sound. What is this place? A strange machine. It does not seem to be working anymore. I don't like this. You know, this? Well, I don't like it. Clones are torn down to unrecognizable shreds. The tag in here with two initials. H.A. Passage? Large archway carved in the stone wall of the cave. Oh, note. A note on the floor. Who was gone will be back, not the same, but somehow changed. Because that which lurks behind the door waits, and no one that has crossed through can hope to escape its blessing. Tell Kaufman about all this. What was that? Part of the wall stones seem to have dislodged from it, leaving behind a large, dark hole. Holy shit. Complete the second episode. Fear itself. The adventure continues in... I wasn't expecting Dead Space. Well, I do need to take another really quick break. Be right back, everyone. Just a few minutes, okay? Okay, we are back. Only got an hour or so left, so I don't think we're gonna make it through another episode, but we can certainly try. Previously on The Last Door. As a necessary step to understanding the mysterious disappearance of Dr. Wakefield's patient, Jeremiah Devitt, the doctor and his colleague Johann Kaufmann visited the manor of Professor Wright. Wright had been Kaufmann's mentor in the occult, but since then had been afflicted with a mental condition and could remember nothing. Poppy, no. No, go lay down. Go lay down. They discovered that Wright's research had been funded by the Playwright, the secret organization led by Alexandre Dupre. While Kaufmann lay in bed due to a sudden illness, Wakefield followed the clues left by the eccentric Professor Wright, leading to the darkness of an underground labyrinth. There was something waiting down there, alive but imprisoned in the cave. Poppy, what are you doing? In the deepest chamber of the tunnel, Wakefield met with the dreadful result of Professor Wright's final experiment, which had been an attempt to cross the last door using fear as the key. For 3 days you must wait. Alone amongst these dead stones. A chalk circle. Only then will you be ready. Poppy. Poppy, no. To complete your journey, Mr. Ashdown. I love the intros so much. Poppy. Poppy, stop. This cat. Poppy. Get out from the... Get out of there. Get out from behind there. Come on. Get out of there. Get out of there. I think I can remember. It's terrible screech. Yeah, not only do we get the last door, but Nova provides a live reenactment of Luca. No, Luca No as a bonus. But it was not that of an animal. There was something human in it. A desperate cry for forgiveness. Wakefield running for his life, it sounds like. Puppy. Sniv, sniv. Puppy. This is very, very loud. That was the SS-13 chemicals mixing noise. They found me on the beach, unconscious, clutching the piece of wood that had saved me from drowning. Get down, Poppy. When at last I awoke, the letter was waiting on my table. No, Poppy. Uh, Cat's covering the name. I write this letter in my last moments of lucidity. I have not received word from you since I regained consciousness, but I am confident that you will soon return with information that is crucial to our investigation. The bravery that you have demonstrated in the face of these latest discoveries is worthy of my most sincere admiration. It's probably, I think it just says something at Wakefield. Yeah, Lieber Wakefield. I must now ask you for yet more courage. The doctors were unable to determine the cause of my sudden illness, nor have they found a cure. I have not much time left. My greatest regret is that I must abandon you to the difficult tasks that lie ahead. I implore you to persevere. Now that we are so close to finding an answer, Kaufman. Lieber means better, preferably, rather, sooner. For Freund. My dear friend. Yes, okay. The professor's documents were filled with references to a place of dark legend. The Chronomeidon, something like that. An ancient sanctuary on the island of Elismore. The exact location of Chronomeidon has been lost, but the professor believed that its secrets may explain why his experiments met with such disastrous results. You must find this place, mein Freund. I do not need to remind you to exercise the utmost discretion. I have complete trust in you. Fucking... Poppy, stop it! Always your friend, Johann Kaufmann. Kaufmann fucking died! Holy shit. Poppy, get out of there! Come on! Really taken away from the moment here. Nobody ever just has a cold on these stories. Get out of there! F's in chat for Freund Kaufmann. Can't believe Kaufmann fucking died. With Kaufmann gone, I found myself lost. My life suddenly devoid of meaning. Were they roommates? It was as though my friend had written a letter to a person who no longer existed. Weeks passed, maybe months. I did not count the time, but the day came when I realized there was no other option. Oh man, are they open to interpretation! To honor my friend's memory, I had to keep looking. I had to find Jeremiah Devitt. I mean, first we had the Englishman hating lesbian icon. Now we have Kaufmann and Wakefield. Wherever he was. Pete, get down. Get down, Poppy. You can see the island in the distance. Elismore. Season 2, Episode 3, The Reunion. And here we are, the island of Elismore, of Elismore. Thank you very much. Elismore. According to Kaufmann's letter, the legendary Chronomedon can be found here. As Kaufman emphasized, I must exercise discretion. For all I know, the playwright is watching. When will you be back? Tomorrow at first light, probably. I'll be delivering supplies in the mail. I will see you then. As you wish, Dr. Wakefield. Well then, good evening. Visiting? Hope you enjoy your stay. Just people milling around. Good evening. My name is Wakefield. I have just arrived on the island. You ought to speak with Lord Donan then. I beg your pardon. Lord Donan. You should see him. Excuse me. A visitor! Visitors are most welcome in Eilis Moor. Yes, they are. Looks like the gate has been broken for some time now. The door is locked. Beep. We'll lay down. Abandoned wheel. A peculiar cog is attached to it. Based on the cog's workmanship, it looks like it was part of a complex industrial mechanism, but someone has tried to fit it crudely into that broken bicycle wheel. How on earth did it come to be in a village like this? Poppy! The wheel has been lying here for a long time now. Door is locked. Excuse me, are you Mr. Wakefield? I am. I have a message from Lord Donan. Lord Donan. To our most recent visitor, Mr. Wakefield, it is customary in Eilis Moor to welcome strangers with hospitality. I should be honored if you would accept this invitation to join me at my manor for dinner and amiable conversation. Your new friend, Lord Donan. Donan Manor. Poppy! I think this is the way to go there. Ah, Poppy! Out of there. It's a cat, I swear. Nice catch, Petite. This is gonna be a long one, I can already tell. Well, Dr. Wakefield, you're here on holiday then. Poppy! God. Yes, indeed. I've come to enjoy a rest somewhere far from the stresses of city life. I see. Well, if it's distractions you've come looking for, you've chosen the right time of year for it. These days we celebrate a very special tradition of our kin. Something unique. We call it the Festival of Reunion. Fascinating. May I ask, what does it entail? According to tradition, for the next 3 nights, the spirits of reunion leave the confines of the other side and roam the hills of Eilis Moor. We wear costumes and masks so that the spirits will not recognize us, make us the targets of their mischief. Certain rites take place too. But I should not bore you with the details. You shall have occasion to see for yourself. An exotic blend of black tea. Large statue of a person. It is so eroded by the passage of time, it is difficult to tell any specific detail. 2 engraved panels on the wall. They appear to be ancient, but I cannot decipher their meaning. An odd mosaic adorns the floor. It depicts 2 snakes biting each other. Engraved panels. Do these panels on the wall represent a classical theme? I cannot seem to place it. They are the panels of the first king of Eilis Moor. In the days of the Druids, we worshipped the great god Lugh, and our kings did right by those beliefs. Let me get out of that. Thanks, mosaic. Or the statue. The statue is remarkable. May I ask what it represents? It is Lug Lamfada, a hero and high king of the myths. Probably just does not want to behave. It's true, she never does. Thanks, mosaic. Well, I cannot help noticing this remarkable mosaic. It looks authentic. Yes, it is. Although some historians might disagree, we believe that this manor was built atop an ancient Roman villa. In our traditions, the double serpent represents a sentinel that protects us from the terrible threat hidden within itself. You seem to be knowledgeable. You seem to be knowledgeable about Alismore's folklore. I should very much like to learn about this island's history in more detail. It is true that we in Alismore cleave to the ancient traditions. We haven't lost touch like some of those on the mainland, but I am no expert. If you are really interested, you should talk to Miss Foster. Please forgive my indiscretion, but do you consider yourself a religious man, Dr. Wakefield? Least willful cat? No. No, I do not. You seem so certain. Might I ask why? I am a man of science. My only faith is the belief that all phenomena can be explained through rational inquiry. Everything else is mere superstition, a result of the fear of the unknown. See. Confess your beliefs. You seem so certain. Let us take a walk by the lake. From there we can see the beauty of the island as we talk and be the better for it. This is how Reddit atheists think they sound. The marsh in this valley is for simpletons a wellspring of frightful tales. Educated among us enjoy the tales as little more than distractions, knowing us safe from those visions. We know these stories to be nothing but superstition, but how can we be so sure that in the dense mist that emanates from the stagnant water, we may not find passages to other worlds? What if the walls that drift from the reeds in the darkest of nights are the songs of those from our worst nightmares? Many of the gods that men worship for millennia now lie buried in the common grave of oblivion. In Alismore, we keep our traditions alive. Oh, they change, just as the times do, but they always keep their essence. These are our roots, Doctor. I must now take my leave, as my presence is required to start the rites of reunion. Feel free to continue your walk on your own. The village can be found just beyond those hills. As I mentioned earlier, you may wish to speak with Miss Foster. She is something of a resident expert on Alismore's history. She can often be found working late at the school, the building right across from the quay. It has been a pleasure meeting you. Farewell, Dr. Wakefield. It has been a pleasure, Lord Donan. An old barrel lies stranded on the shore. A painted label reads, "Mineral oil. It is sealed." Yummy oil. The water of the marsh is murky and dark. Excuse me. Hello, my name is Wakefield. Hi. What are you drawing? What are you drawing on the ground? It's a symbol, not a drawing. A symbol? What does it mean? It's the final truth that'll protect us from the marsh dwellers, but we're not allowed to say its name out loud. The marsh dwellers. Who are they? They're scary. My Aunt Kathleen says they were really bad people. You'd never see them, but you'd hear them in the reeds. They try to take you in there with them. That's why we can't come here alone. We always have to take someone with us. I must go. Goodbye. Farewell. I can't stop drinking oil. Do you have any copper cable coils to go with it? A huge hole lies in front of me. An ominous, chilling draft issues from within that sends shivers down my spine and makes me very uneasy. To a superstitious mind, it might seem like a passage to another world. It's tantalizing. It's a delicacy. This place appears to be the remnants of an ancient temple to some unknown deity. I throw the cog down the hole? No. Bird guy? And deer person? Hills Village, Donan Manor. The door is locked. A small mausoleum. The door has a small slot. I might be able to peer through it. Inside, a candle provides dim light. I can make out a statue of a hooded man. I can also hear someone whispering. Can't die yet. Not without knowledge. So terribly unthinkable to truly understand the gods? Or is it so terribly unthinkable to truly understand the gods? How can we live only on faith? No, shut up! Knowledge is what I pursue, not faith nor assumption. No, no man can face death believing there is nothing on the other side. Yes, you are right. Now I understand. Okay, so just look in there and nothing happens? Man hides his face behind a fox mask. He murmurs something in unison with the others. A muted prayer I cannot quite make out. The woman hides her face behind a bull mask. A man, his face hidden by a wolf mask, stands in the middle. There is something familiar about him. Man hides his face behind a deer mask. Badger mask. The 1800s fur con. I believe they were burying mirrors in a hole in the ground. What a peculiar tradition. He's bleeding. He's crying blood now. An empty doghouse. Nothing has slept here in many years. God, imagine if that were actually all that was going on here, though. A fur con. An old rowboat filled with stale water. Something sticking out of the water. No occult stuff, nothing weird, just a bunch of turn-of-the-century furries. A worn-out umbrella. It doesn't look like it will rain anytime soon, but there might be a purpose for it. How do I get back to the village that I... like, when I first got here? Oh, this way. All the villagers are gone. Ow. Door locked. Well... something... Alright. Poppy... Can I go back to Donan Manor? Can. It seems to be Athena, goddess of wisdom, war, and the arts. She is dressed in armor, seeming ready for war. statue appears to be very old. Its appearance suggests that it could date back to ancient Rome. The door is locked. The manor appears to be dark and empty. Not back here. Puppy! Ooh, bike. The safety bicycle. I still do not understand how they managed to keep balance with such small wheels. It looks quite new, but its chain is broken. I may find a way to fix this chain. Okay, just decided to pick up a bike chain. Nice catch, Petite. The noise of the swing, gently being moved by the wind, is the only thing breaking the silence. Other than this, like, water wheel over here. The mill wheel. Something is preventing it from spinning. Do not see how that would help. Strange mechanism runs from the mill's mill wheel's shaft into the building. It seems lacking like a cog. The cog is way too big to fit between the gears. It looks like it needs something smaller, thinner. The mysteries of the druids shit right here. Kieran's playroom. Written on the door in hand-painted letters, the door is locked. Bicycle's wheels won't rotate without a work. Am I gonna have to fix a bike? Broken old. Ooh, mineral oil chain. Mineral oil cog. The cog is not sharp enough to open the barrel. Doubt I could use an umbrella to open this barrel. I need something sharp to open the barrel? Just half sorted, it'll go through. Gotta be something in the graveyard still. Think? Oh. Ah, that must be Miss Foster. Trash bin filled with papers. There's a drawing on one. It's a child's drawing. There seems to be a village, a lake, and some sort of creature. Paper with black circles painted on it. Ooh. Some kind of worm screw inside. The remains of an insect beside it. Some drawings engraved on the desk. I will take the drive with me. It may prove itself useful. I think that's what I need to use to fix the mill. Unfamiliar titles. Most of them contain strange rites. Just leaving doors open everywhere. They'll dance around the burrow. Around the burrow, they'll sing. It's cold inside, it's winter. Don't get too close. Don't get too close, or else they'll pull you in. Good evening. To what do I owe the pleasure? I'm a busy woman. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I have come to Eyeless Moor to rest for a while. Lord Donan said that I might find you here. Have you met Lord Donan? It's been so long since I've seen him here in the village. I hope he is well. Sid Mila Falte, Dr. Wakefield. Welcome to Eyeless Moor. Lord Donan. Have you not seen Lord Donan? So you have not seen Lord Donan lately? As far as I know, no one has seen him since... Well, it's been a few weeks. Now that the festival has started, maybe he'll be motivated to join us in the village. What happened? Something happened a few weeks ago. Oh, sure, it was truly terrible. Kieran, his only child, disappeared without a trace. He went off to play in the hills and just vanished. No one has seen him since. Good lord, and you say he has not been found yet? How is that possible? They all searched the island, but he was nowhere to be found. Festival of Reunion. What can you tell me about this curious festival? Well, it takes place when the constellation Reunion is visible in the sky. On those nights, dark things and spirits ride the winds that travel across the hill. As you may have already seen, at sunset the villagers don masks. They do this so the spirits will not know them or carry them away to the depths of their underground caves. Graveyard. There was a group of masked people at the graveyard. Was that part of the festival? Yes, that was one of the first rites of the reunion. A very important one. As I said, people dress up to protect themselves from those that will come. But it is not enough. Mirrors, since the mirrors they have looked into will while changing, know their identities, they bury them next to the old Fear Nog. The roots of this tree grow in both worlds at the same time, so they keep the witness mirrors safe. Tell me about Kieran. Just that he was a restless child who loved exploring deserted areas. You might learn more from his classmates. His desk was in the back corner. And as Morse traditions, Lord Donan said you were an expert in the island's folklore. Never trust a mirror. Said that, did he? Well, I wouldn't call myself an expert now, but I've lived here in Islismore longer than most, and I've heard my fair share of stories about the other side and its people. Ask about the Kronmeden. Might I ask you a question, Miss Foster? Yes, of course. Do you know the meaning of the word Kronmedan? Yes, it's a very unusual word, very much indeed. The Kronmeden is the sanctuary of the Crooked One. It is a cursed place, the dwelling of the devil. I recall it from the tales that I heard as a child. Of course, our elders only made up those tales to scare us and protect us from harm. Please tell me the story. Would you tell me the story of the Kronmedan? Alright. There's a hole in the ground up in the hills not too far from the village. A hole so dark and deep you'd not see the end. Folks around here believe there lies an old serpent in its depths, ravenous for flesh, the Crooked One. Long ago, our ancestors threw livestock into the pit in the hope of placating the Crooked One's hunger. Though that tradition has not been practiced for some time, so perhaps it would be best if you did not approach the hole. It is said that the last heir of the Ladesund once defied the Crooked One by approaching the room with an iron amulet in her hand. It's general knowledge that beings from the other side detest iron, so the cursing and the shouting of the young Ladesund received no immediate answer. A few nights later, the Ladesund house was consumed in a horrific blaze, putting an end to the old family. Fairies! I must leave now. It has been a pleasure. The pleasure was mine. Enjoy your time on Islismore. Well, we got Wormscrew. Well, Wimes. Petite, channeling her inner Mr. Crocker. Donan Manor? Put the screw in the mechanism. It seems the mechanism works properly now. Now the water wheel is working. Playroom. Can't use the cog on the water wheel. Chain. Do not see how that would help. If I can show this drawing to Miss Foster. Or no, apparently not. Okay. I found this picture. Was it made by one of your students? Yes, this was painted by poor Kieran. What would you say it represents? Things that were familiar to him, the village, his home, but those other shapes. Do not know. You could ask one of his classmates. They should be able to tell you more about it. Those are open, letting a chilly draft inside. Oh, the classmates, the kids down in the hills. Go the hills. Show this to him. The kid doesn't seems interested. I found this drawing at the school. Is it yours? That? No, Kieran painted it a long time ago. The drawing is Kieran's. There could be a clue here of his whereabouts. What are these buildings? Don't know. Never seen them before. What is this? That's the burrow of the hill. The one up there. You can't get too close. The crooked one sleeps at the bottom. Is this the village? Yes, and the fear knock tree in the graveyard. That tree gives me the chills these nights. On reunion, they got them little lanterns on it, and they look like evil eyes, staring into you. What is this? That's the crooked one. They say a villager defied it, and the next day her house was burned to the ground. They say it was the crooked one paying her back. That's the house where Kieran found the treasure. Do you know how to get to there? Sure, it's easy. Solitary house. Picking up quick. Old broken fence. A wicker statue sporting a pair of animal horns. The twigs look fresh. Rogdor burninated this cottage, I think. A metal trapdoor. It seems to lead to some sort of basement. I love it when there's no key to the door. I think this basement might have once housed a library. Looks like it was not burned as badly as the rest of the house. Even so, little here remains intact. Remains of the books scorched by the fire. Most of the pages are ashy or blackened, so the text is illegible. A common carpenter's brace. A tool like this would be used for drilling holes in wood. It could be useful later. It's picking up everything we find. Table has been upended. Can I drill holes in it? Really not. An ornate chest. It's inside untouched by fire. I was curious to use it. It was probably opened long after the inferno died down. There's a diary inside. It is signed Brigid Ladesund. Several pages towards the end are missing. 7th of August, 1801. Words cannot express the gratitude that I feel for Aunt Mare's bequest. May her dear soul rest in peace. This house is just what I needed to still my nerves of the exhausting pace of life in Dublin. 10th of September, 1801. I would not have thought to find such a remarkable library hidden away in the basement. It includes several magnificent tomes on the most picturesque customs of our land. 23rd of September, 1801. I found Aunt Mare's diaries next to an odd iron disc, but the contents of the diaries were appalling. What could have happened that dear old Mare would write such things? That damnable place that she speaks of. I must know if it really exists. I am resolved to investigate our family's crypt. It would be prudent to wait until dusk before traveling to the Northern Cape, so as not to be seen. 25th of September, 1801. Abbey was in such a state of decay that it was nearly impossible to find the mural painting in the dark. Fortunately, a dim light happened to shine through a gap in the wall, illuminating the face of the sentinel. I believe Aunt Mare's iron disc is needed to open the secret passage. 10th of October, 1801. Is this the legacy of the Ladesund? I can stand to bear it no longer. Fire will put an end to this blasphemy and cleanse the land of our family's curse. Should the fire prove insufficient, may this testimony serve as warning. Miss Layton must have found something abhorrent in her family's crypt. If I could find out what it was, I may learn more about the Kronmaiden. My intuition tells me that I must act tonight, or else it will be late. Old Abbey. Out of the basement seems to have collapsed during the fire. This one is just screaming right by. The Wicker Man! It's on fire! Wicker statue is burning? Who did this? The old abbey. Wicker statue stands like a silent guard. Its presence makes me uncomfortable, as though I have trespassed on forbidden grounds. This must be the old abbey that Brigid Layton described in her diary. Could the Kronmaiden be here? Brigid mentioned a dim light, but I see only darkness. I need light, I think. Maybe I start like a fire somewhere else and then shines through there? Oh, the lighthouse. Oh, the brace, the brace. I can use that to open the barrel. I may be able to drill a hole in the barrel using this brace. The barrel is filled with oil. Okay, now what do I do with the oil? Oh, they're gone. This is a drawing of some sort of spiked circle. Is it the sun or something else? Chug, chug, chug. The child that I spoke with earlier seems to have left his mask here. Ribbon hanging from it. I need that ribbon. This is the ribbon that was hanging from the mask. Get it! Get it before it, flies away. Damn it! That is the ribbon that was snatched by the wind. I can see a lighthouse in the distance. Wow. Just got the ribbon. A red ribbon. I think it was part of that child's mask that was left behind in the... Do I soak it in oil? Nice catch, Petite. You're on fire tonight. Your guy dying. Well, that's something. What a ghastly custom. This Wicker Man is in the shape of a hangman. No one is answering. It's the lighthouse from Deep Sleep. Oh no! A strongly built lighthouse. It looks like it is in very good condition. despite the thousands of storms that it must have withstood. Up we go. Oh, they even animated it. Oh, I love this. Someone in there. Someone is inside. Maybe I could make some kind of noise to attract their attention. It does look like the Deep Sleep Lighthouse. A wide covered pipe runs from the tower to the ground. It is covered in salt and seaweed. I mean, lighthouses tend to look pretty similar, don't they? Sounds like it attracted someone's attention downstairs. I guess. Guy here. Good evening. Would you happen to be the lighthouse keeper? My name is Wakefield. Stranger. And what would he want from me? I got lost. I was taking a stroll and I fear I got lost. I understand after sunset the hills of Alice Moor can be tricky. We have a saying here. In dusk all paths change. If you stand at the apex of that hill over there, past the rocks, you will see the lights of the village. Why is the lamp not lit? Why is the lighthouse lamp not lit? It's not dangerous for the ships. Not that it concern you. Many years ago the sea lanes were altered to avoid this coast. Now it's rare indeed to see a ship in these waters. After the accident, the lighthouse was never repaired. Was an accident? You say you had an accident? What happened? I was checking the lenses because the failure looked so very strange and I was worried. All of a sudden the light must have turned on. I was blinded and can see nothing but fleeting shapes ever since. Was there a failure in the mechanism? Precisely that. One stormy afternoon, I suddenly heard a strange noise up in the light room. The clockwork mechanism had stopped working and the lamp was off. I had never seen a failure like that. I could not get the lighthouse working again. And the lamp has not been fixed since. Has nobody else tried to fix the lamp since? No, no one in the village is interested. For them, the more isolated Alice Moor is, the better. They do not care about ships or accidents, especially Lord Donan. He sees anything coming from outside the island as a threat. I understand. Kieran's disappearance. Do you know anything about the disappearance of Lord Donan's son? A tragedy it was. A strange one, but a tragedy nonetheless. Kieran's disappearance was strange. What was so strange about Kieran's disappearance? I just find it a bit suspicious that it happened so close to the reunion. It's too easy to be keeping secrets during the festival, being how everyone is afraid of leaving the village those nights. What do you mean? Look, folks here are too gullible. They'll do anything to protect themselves from their strange fears. They'll not eat corn, nor drink milk, or they'll dig graves for their mirrors. And of course they'll avoid standing near a fear nog too long, because though the fiends cannot touch the tree, they're attracted to the smell of its resin. But surely it's all nonsense. Look, it's really easy to prove it all wrong. Just don't follow the rituals. You're a stranger to our ways, but have you seen any of the things I mentioned? Did you know they used to float lighthouse lamps on tubs of mercury, which coupled with the isolation made lighthouse keepers go crazy? I did know that, actually. I mean, you'd spend like a year just at a lighthouse with like being paid in food, basically. Well, I did see a group of people in the village burying mirrors. Exactly! And what do you think would happen if you unburied those mirrors? That a band of goblins would come out of the marshes and steal them? Nothing but nonsense. What of Kieran's disappearance? Well, I'll admit I'm not sure what happened to the boy. But one thing I am sure of, the festival of reunion is nothing but a farce, and it would be just so easy to prove it. I would like to visit the light room anyway. Might I go upstairs and see the light room? Even though the lamp is off, I should like to take a view of the surrounding countryside. Well, I do not think you will see anything really, but if you are so interested, yes, I guess you may. I must go. Thank you for the pleasant conversation. I must go. I would like to visit the light room now, if I may. Yes, you already have my permission. Lighthouse's lamp surrounded by 8 large lenses. It is off. A gear won't turn the lamp on. I need to charge its battery somehow. Looks like the lighthouse's electric lamp battery slot. Looks like the lamp is lit by some sort of electric switch, however its battery is flat. Perhaps I can find a way to recharge the battery. Rechargeable fucking batteries. Okay. It's a clockwork mechanism. It works by winding it by hand, or it would were it not missing a piece. A piece like a cog? The cog was the missing piece of the mechanism. I have replaced it. However, the mechanism is still too rusty to move. Chains are not part of the mechanism. So I need to bring oil here. Fiba Tanuki's playing Mad Father. Yeah, I see. It is about time I, river water left unchecked has ruined the mantle and collected into a small pool. Yeah. Unfortunately, it is about time for me to call it here. Nuh-uh. The last door. Look inside. 2 seasons of doors. I mean, are you really upset about that, Mary? Like, really? Let me... This is just like Final Fantasy. Not really. Gosh, I love doors. Alright, so, we've gotten a little bit past when I would usually end, so we're gonna switch over to chatting. Thank you all once again for hanging out tonight. We're slowly getting to the bottom of it, it looks like. Okay. Oh, Evie King is on. I think I've rated her yet. Anyway, Gosh, I love doors. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, but yeah, thank you all once again for hanging out tonight. Actually, I just remembered, how is the goal so far? Let me check. Create a dashboard. Guru rewards, power-ups, and channel. God, you guys have it at 50% W stream again. Oh my god, you guys. Anyway. I just had to remind you, didn't I? Anyway, like usual, let me quickly get this. Awesome stream. Thank you, Phoebe, for hanging out tonight. I hope it was interesting. It was mostly just me yelling at my cat, but here is the Discord for anyone present who is not there. I'm low on points, but haven't finished the 2K yet. Missed the 2K yet. But anyway, there's the Discord for anyone present who is not in the Discord. You can go there, vote on polls. You can see cute cat pictures. You can look at memes. You can post memes and all that stuff. You get notifications from when I go live and everything. Also, like I said earlier, the next set of polls is going to be about scheduling the community day, which will likely be next week or the week after. So if you would like to participate in that, and there's a particular time you would need it to be, make sure to vote. I'll leave these ones up for a few days, like, not like the usual one-day polls. We'll also be deciding on which games we will be playing together, because I have a bunch of spoopy community-style games that we can do, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. So, I'm really looking forward to that. I just gotta thank you guys all for 200 somehow, right? And, doing a whole week of streams, takes a lot out of me, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it again for this milestone. Maybe like 500 or 1,000, but anyway. Thank you all once again for hanging out tonight. I hope you all have a great rest of your night and a great week coming up. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I will be back on Thursday with Little Goody Two Shoes. Really looking forward to that. And you can all thank Phoebe for being so generous and gifting that to me so we can actually do that. Uh, I was not planning to do it, but I'll try to fit it in before the spooky month ends. Other than that, let me take a look at who is online and find us a good raid target. Check Evie King is playing World of Warcraft. Gonna be an awesome stream. I'm super excited. What a good friend. The Evie King. They're playing Warcraft, which is a bit far from what we're doing. Turok is on. Crag is on. Any Sentlet. Ooh, Allison is playing, but also Mr. Chapstick. Ooh, Edimonim. It's been a couple of weeks since I raided Edimonim, and they're playing Doki Doki Literature Club, so I think we're gonna raid Edimonim tonight. So raid Edimonim. Countdown. Like I said before, I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out. It really, truly does mean the absolute world to me that that you all hang out, and just thank you so much for that. Like I said, I will be back on Thursday with Little Goody Two Shoes, hopefully a little bit more high energy. But until then, I hope you all have a great rest of your night, a great week, and just have good food and sleep well and all that happy stuff. I will see you next time. Bye-bye! Oh, wait, raid message. I keep forgetting to do this. So, this is the raid message. If you have the emotes. 1, 2, dance. And raid. There is the raid message. So until that, if you have the emotes, make sure to use it. Until next time, see you all later. Bye bye.